All right, now moving on. Nigeria's aviation sector in 63 years since independence has seen substantial growth. Major milestones include the establishment of national carrier Nigerian Airways, infrastructure development with modern airports, and a focus on safety through the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. Challenges such as infrastructure, maintenance, and pandemic-induced disruptions have been faced. However, with the government promising to commit to further development and the resilience of airlines, the sector is poised for growth and the future holds promise as Nigeria's aviation industry continues to evolve and contribute to the nation's connectivity and economy. Now today, to discuss this, we're joined by Olumide Ohunayo, an aviation consultant. Good morning, Olumide, and thank you so much for joining us on News Central TV.
Thank you. Good morning.
All right. Now, according to Aviation, that's Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, aviation statistics shows that that Nigeria has 31 airports and 39 air operator certificates, and even the AOC holders for flight operations, along with 28 foreign airlines. Now, how will you rate these data?
Well, it's not. We can do better. I believe we can do better for the airlines. Out of the 38, we only have about 10 operating scheduled flights right now, and so far none has declared profit. So it shows we have a problem with domestic airlines, despite having the highest in Africa. Compared to other bigger economies that have maybe 5-6 domestic airlines, we have about 10, and the 10, if you put the total aircraft of the 10, it's not even up to one of those countries. So we have a lot to do in improving there. Again, we have the highest attrition rate among those airlines. About 115 airlines have gone down since independence, and that shows that there's something we have not gotten right and need to address. 28 international airlines operating to Nigeria is not bad. What is bad is that we are not reciprocating. We don't have Nigerian Airlines reciprocating, which is the core of any bilateral service agreement. So if these airlines are operating to your country and you are not operating into their country or operating through a commercial partner or through code share or any other commercial agreement, then it's not a good thing for you, and that's why I think ticket fares are high, because the supply so far has not met with the standard, has not met with the demand. I mean, and the demand of Nigerian passengers. So we need to have our airlines operate more on the international route, and then have a form of consolidation. And that's why I am in support of the present process being initiated by the Civil Aviation Authority, that we must have a minimum of 6 aircraft to become an airline in Nigerian airspace. And that process has started, and I just hope they will be able to go ahead with it, despite the criticism coming from so many people from the industry, and ensure that we have fewer and bigger airlines than many and small airlines.
All right, Mr. Ohunayo. Now, Nigeria's current Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, suspended further actions on Nigeria Air and airport concessions last month due to complaints from members of the public and also government agencies. Now, would you say this is commendable?
Oh, definitely. The position of the minister is commendable, and I also do not want to rejoice until when there's a final outcome from his visit to Mr. President, because he said he suspended and that he would take the briefing to Mr. President, and it's the outcome of the briefing that will determine the process. I thought it was I would have preferred the word stopped, not suspended, because when you say suspended, that means they can go back to it. Well, they can go back to it probably maybe they would have to legate it completely, but in the present state it is, I do not see how that project, that partnership campaign can be profitable to Nigeria. Will only be a feeder to the Ethiopian Airlines. We only feed their hub, and we are both competing for passengers on the SATA in the SATA market. So there's no way we can they will ever ensure we grow more than that. They are going to handle maintenance. They are bringing the management team. They are going to get the spares, and then we'll share profits. and they're taking 49% of that profit if it ever becomes profitable. So it's not a favorable deal at all for Nigeria. And this Ethiopian Airlines that has Askai just next door, operating on the West Coast route. And if you look at their records, almost not almost all the airlines that participate, they're investing in Africa. None has a viable domestic market. None has a viable, none has a domestic operator. It's only those airlines that the Ethiopia invested in that are domestic operators. So those airlines only take flights, take passengers to their capital, and from there they lift to Addis Ababa for Ethiopia Airlines to distribute. We have grown past that stage. We have the biggest airline in West Africa in air peace. So we cannot be seen now as being subjugated our own national car under Ethiopia Airlines. I would find a partnership, a win-win partnership, but that's not what is in place right now. If Kenya Airways and South African Airways are coming together as partners to build a Pan-African airline, why should we work on that Ethiopia Airlines? We need to, I think we with that deal need to be thrown out, and we do some other things, because they are definitely going to compete with us. I will not be under them. I do not expect Mr. President. I wish Mr. President should not even take a second look at that project. I think it's just throw it out and rejig it completely and look for another thing for that Nigerian air.
All right, Mr. Ohunayo, just before we wrap up, let's talking about international airlines, let's take a look at the disclosure by the International Air Transport Association that international airlines blocked funds in Nigeria have risen to $783 million as of August 2023. And I seem to remember it was an issue even in the previous administration. Now, although President Tinubu has also promised quarterly review with the CBN, would you say this is realistic or another work in progress?
Well, when there is a will, there is a way. And I think we must, if we look at what has happened to us, what is the price we are paying now? Emirates has pulled out of the Nigerian routes, Ethiopian Airlines. Some of the airlines have downgraded the number of frequencies just to reduce the debt, and that has affected fares. Fares have become very crazy. They have removed all the lower fare band from the website of Nigerians. So you can only get that if you are abroad. That even the one they released is a bit high, and I think all these are happening because the supply is lower than the demand. When I mean supply, is the number of seats available for the international flight. So I think if Emirates, Etihad return on the international, return to Nigeria, then we have more seats available. Then if we have Air Peace going out and any other Nigerian airline going operating all the way to Europe, then we also have more seats available and the fare will drop. What is important for me is for the fares to drop, for the consumers to have choices and be able to make Nigerians travel as much as they want. What we are having now are fares that are good for government officials. This is public funds that they will use. And I think we need to, going back to your question, we need to address the issue of travel. We are the highest debtor in the world. If you remove Venezuela, who they had to cut off from all air services due to the because they had to stop. Some others have to stop flight when they get their money. I think what they are doing now, they don't want to get to that stage, and that's why the harmony of Nigeria pay. It's a responsibility to pay. It's part of the obligations of the bilateral air service agreement, which is international trade document. That when airlines operate into your country, after paying their taxes, charges, related fees, they are free and should remit the remainder to their home country. It's a responsibility we need to. We are obliged to sit and abide with, and we must ensure that this airlines get them back. Remember, Emirates pulled that because of those funds was part of it, and I think what hit the camel last for them was when they wanted to pay the Nigerian oil marketers who were supplying them aviation fuel in naira, and those ones refused to collect naira and said they wanted dollar. Have naira trapped in Nigeria, I can't get it out. So what I am going to begin to bring dollars from our country to pay for aviation fuel when you're in a Nigerian company, and that's how they pulled that. The Ethiopian Airlines have been smart. They've been able to have a deal with Dangote to convert their money trapped here into naira and then it's the currency conversion, and that deal will be handled with the Dangote company. Why they pay Dangote in naira, they're going to pay them in their currency over there in Ethiopia. So I think as we are looking at this alternative, if some airlines can do that, I think the government should, as much as possible, ensure that if they cannot get that forex available almost immediately, then they should support any form of currency convertibility between Nigerian companies operating in such countries and and the company and the airline that's been doing that would help, because as of today, we are paying the price with high ticket fares, high insurance fares, and all that commitment being having excess.
All right, Mr. Ohunayo, now we definitely hope that out of all the challenges facing the aviation sector, that this particular issue of blocked funds is a solution is actually found to it with immediate effect. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your opinion on this issue.
Thank you for having me.